Gemini, this is your ethereal news for March 2021. See if I can get your read in right quick before I call it a night. Okay. Gemini. So Gemini, you start the month off with really having a lot of discernment, watching what you say, watching your mouth, okay? I feel like for you starting off the month, you're kind of taking a step back and you're allowing things to play out. You're allowing energy, regarding informational energy, mental clarity, you're allowing that to come to you, okay? And you're not like acting on it. And you're very soft this month, okay? Very soft, going with the flow. And why? Okay, so you're just, for you, you're just standing your ground, okay? I feel like, Gemini, you've been through a lot. You want to, keep it low-key right now this month, okay? And kind of just go with the flow of things, but still stand your ground. And you're going through this healing phase, okay? So you've learned so much through your experiences, Gemini, so you know when to kind of draw back a bit and process things and give it time. I feel like you've learned so much patience, but there's some sort of matrimony or something very very particular that you've been building with somebody else, and I see that there's a little bit of oddness like around that whole energy going on right now, and maybe that's why you're just like kind of standing your ground and you're not saying what you're thinking right now, because you don't want your mouth to, you've already been there, done that, okay? So you're using a lot of discernment when it comes to your thoughts, Gemini. And there's been so much time in the past waiting on what it is you want to manifest. What it is you're waiting to come into you so you can utilize in this world. And it's like there's this intuitive feeling, this intuitive premonition that has you just really trying to decide what way to go, okay? It's like you're like in your head right now, and you're I feel like it's like definitely a reflection kind of energy. So you're reflecting, you're processing, you're making sense of everything, you're putting it all together in your mind, processing, like, compiling all the data of what is currently going on in your life, how you got to this point, putting it all together, seeing what's going to take you. You're thinking about future, and then what you need to draw in so you can kind of figure some things out in regards to, relationships in your life that you're building upon, the stability in your life that you're building upon, because this is like a union kind of energy now, Gemini. So it involves other people, of course. It involves others. But by the middle of the month, you're getting a lot of, like, all of this discernment. You've been holding things at your chest, keeping things to yourself, really watching what it is that you're saying So you're very, and I feel like you don't even really want to talk very much this month, Gemini. So I feel like you're doing a lot of internal work. You're very cerebral this month. You're doing a lot of deep thinking, keeping things to yourself, not really saying much. But there's going to be a time in the middle of the month when this kind of just like this phase passes, so like you get back your clarity, you get back your ability to want to voice out, you speak your mind, okay? And it's going to be in a way where it's passionate and it's going to be helpful, okay? And that's going to come in by the end of the middle of the month. You're going to get all this information and this ability to really charge forward with your words, but it's going to be quite an emotional place that you're going to be in at the end parts of the month of March for you, Gemini, because you're really reflecting on, you know, some love you lost in the past, or you think that you lost. And there's still love there for you. But I think maybe you're just mourning too, Gemini. So I just think that you're, I mean, it's like you're processing the whole month. You don't really want to talk very much. Keep your words limited. Try to just hold your ground. By the end of the middle of the month, all this information comes back charging to you. Your mental clarity comes back. You know what to do. You get that, you know, that whole predominant premonition of where your life is heading, the direction. You want to speak about it. You want to you speak your mind, and you want to help your situation. Like you want to help, you know what to do and to say, and how to figure things out and plan and be productive and be a part of the solution, of course. But at the same time, at the end of the month, there's a lot of stuff that's still, it's just kind of like this month, kind of at the beginning, it kind of stirred some emotions up with you, and it's coming out at the end of the month. So this is some stuff that's going on where you're having to release some emotional feelings of loss, okay? And you're so it's like going through all that, and then you take a step down from what I was just talking to you about, and it's like this offer of love coming in at the end of the month. It's like you're not like really paying attention to it because you're so focused on something else that has your attention right now. But I feel like there's this small little gift, this little, you know, this offer of love that can just really add so much value to your life right now. And I don't know why you're not seeing it, but I feel like it's very peculiar, and maybe you're just kind of just distracted and going through what you're going through right now, and the process of all of that, and the release, and then getting back the mental clarity, and then, you know, on to this project, and, you know, trying to really balance work and home, what you've got going on. So it's like, do you want to open up to a new friend? Do you want to, you know, start a new friendship with somebody? Do you want to, like, do you have time to open up that? Because you're like building some love right now. So it's like, do you want to allow more love to come into your life, or do you just think that's